Oh, woke up today, feeling the way I always do. I've got my Patamon and glasses on. So turn YouTube on because today all my dreams will come true. Good morning, 5 awesome geeks. Every day's like a symphony, only I am alone. And I'm not wearing any pants. Oh well, I don't give a shit. I'm here alone in my goddamn house, singing to you about me. I hate my life. Do you really think I'm gonna stop singing my song that's so hot? I will not, because I'm alone and I don't have any place to go. This video is totally not copyrighted at all! Yay! I'm gonna get sued. So hi guys, welcome back to the 5 Awesome Geeks, and today we're gonna be talking about musicals! Oh yeah! Watch me jiggle. So of course I have a huge stack of musicals to talk about. Let's get into this. We're gonna start with probably my least favorite in this pile. I haven't watched it in a long time, but that's Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is one of my first films I ever watched, musical-wise, and it's really silly. I honestly just love it for Tim Curry and the time warp. So yeah, but this is a really iconic film. I got the special 40-year anniversary Blu-ray, which doesn't really have... It has nice special features. Some sinfully special features. Oh my gosh. No, seriously, I wasn't lying. It says right here, right there in red and white. That's awesome! And now we're gonna segue into my, probably one of my biggest favorite musicals ever, which is kind of inspired by Rocky Horror Picture Show, and that is Repo, the Genetic Opera. I adore this film. I know it has a small cult following. Pretty much everyone else hates this film but me, but I love it. It's so good. It was written and directed by Darren Lynn Bousman and also Terrence Zudnik, which I can't pronounce his name, and I'm sorry, Terrence, I love you. You're so hot and amazing. Yeah, lots of girls are in love with Terrence because he's a grave robber in this, and they wanted him to rob their graves, for sure. But this movie was owned by Lionsgate, and because of that, they didn't have a lot of, like, freedom to do whatever they wanted. The studio kind of told them to make this, and then it kind of flopped. So after they made Repo, and it flopped because, you know, it has a very small following. So my segue, okay, so we are going to talk about the next film that they made right after making Repo in about 2012, so a few years later. They made The Devils Carnival, which was all produced by them. They paid for it themselves, they made it themselves, and they had complete freedom to do whatever they wanted. And they went on tour, and I got to actually see them live, and I got to, or not live, it was a showing at a small theater, and I got to meet the director, and I got to meet the writer, and it was really, really fun. I got a signed poster and a signed CD, and I love this musical so much. It's essentially about, it's hard to describe, but it's about the devil and God, and their war against each other through this carnival. There's a carnival that's owned by the devil, and he will fulfill your every desire, and you have to basically play a game to get this desire. It's kind of hard to explain. I have to watch it again. It's been a while since I watched it, but they did make a sequel, which is The Devils Carnival, Alleluia, and I haven't watched this yet either, but I really like these musicals. I like the first one, at least. I haven't seen the second one, but they have a lot of, like, really good actors in here. In the first one, you have Sean Patrick Flannery, and Emily Autumn is also in this as well, which is awesome. And then in the second movie, they actually got David Hasselhoff to be in it, and the guy from Rent, Adam Pascal. So that's pretty freaking awesome. And there's also a lot of actors that are from Repo in this, like Alexa Vega and Ogre, and also Paul Sorvino, who is amazing. I love Paul Sorvino. And it's really, really fun and just crazy and very, very niche. This is a very niche like, fan base, and I'm part of it. I am part of the Repo, the genetic opera craze, so happy to be part of it. Okay, now we're going to talk about some really popular musicals that are, like, highly acclaimed by the Hollywood fans and Hollywood and all those bastards. We're going to talk about Les Mis. Oh my gosh. The camera's actually picking up every single face on this DVD, or Blu-ray. That's crazy. Les Mis is a story based on a book by Victor Hugo, I believe is the author, and it was a really, really old book, and it's about the French Revolution, and it is incredibly sad, but just incredibly, like, thought-provoking and, like, what's the word? It's a very memorable movie, very memorable musical. This is also something that I saw live here in town. It came to our big theater. It was kind of expensive, and it was really, really cool to see it live before the movie actually came out. And I don't know which one I liked more. I really like this movie, though. I like how they filmed everything live, and how all the performances were filmed without any, like, editing or anything. It was just one shot, one end. And, I mean, I'm sure there's some editing in there, but, like, how they filmed it raw. I guess it's hard to explain. It's just, I can't describe it right, but the emotional impact this movie has is just incredible, and the performances are so raw and real, and I love it for that. I love this movie. It's great. It's so wonderful, and if you haven't seen it yet, you really should. It's awesome. Next is the most recent film I've seen recently. I haven't actually rewatched this in a while. I watched it a couple years ago, but that is Into the Woods. This is the movie version with Meryl Streep and Chris Pine. Oh my freaking god. Now, I'm a big fan of the original with Bernadette Peters. I love, love, love that version. I might like it more than this. I'm not. I think I still do, but I still really like this version. I wasn't sure if I'd like it, but I really, really do, and I love Agony. The Agony in this movie is so fantastic. I want to rewatch it for that, and for Meryl Streep, because her performance as the witch is so good, and I wasn't expecting that because I love Bernadette Peters so much. But yeah, this is definitely worth watching. I need to rewatch it. It's been a while, but I really, really like this a lot. And it's a retelling of these classic fairy tales, but it's more dark. It's more like the retelling of the dark fairy tales, like the original fairy tales. And I really like it for that reason. And it also shows you what happens after Happily Ever After. The second act is what is so amazing about this play and this musical and all that. I really, really love it a lot. It's so, so good. Just watch it. It's great. We're finally going to get into the movie that I actually referenced in the beginning of this video. Hairspray. Oh my gosh. I love this movie so much. I know that there was an original film that this is based on, but I haven't seen that. But I really love this version with John Travolta and Christopher Walken, and Zac Efron's really good in this, surprisingly. And I love Queen Latifah. It's just got a crazy cast. Amanda Bynes even is in this before she went crazy. But yeah, John Travolta steals the show in this. I adore her. I adore her so much. I adore her because he plays the mom. So that's him right there. He's so great. He's so wonderful. And he almost kisses with Christopher Walken. Oh, it's just such a good movie. It's so fun. This is like a great feel-good movie. If I ever want to feel happy and smile, I just have to pop this in. And it does just that. Plus, the spine is a rainbow. It's like, oh, it's so colorful and wonderful. I love it so much. And again, the soundtrack is just wonderful. I love this one so much. It's one of my favorites, for sure. And then finally, the last one I'm going to talk about today is the first movie I ever watched with any gay characters in it. And that is Rent. I adore Rent. I adore it so much. I loved this movie when I first saw it, but... Oh, there's the dog. Oh, now she ran away. She just wanted the door open. And I scared her, obviously. So I watched this a long time ago when it first came out in high school, and I really liked it. And then my friend Leanne told me to watch the original because she does not like this version. But the original is a lot better. There's a lot of songs that they cut out from the movie, which makes sense because you only have like 2 hours, and a musical can be as long as it wants to be, pretty much, for the most part. But anyway, I really, really like this story. It's just got some amazing characters and just a really, really beautiful message about love and being who you are, and also kind of showing the ups and downs of, well, the downs pretty much, of the AIDS virus. And it's just a really profound musical. It's really, really good. I would highly recommend the 2011 what do you call it? They revived it in 2011, and there's a revival cast. I think it's a 10-year anniversary or something. Maybe 15. I forget. But it was really, really good. I would highly recommend that version. I have the movie version, which I still like, but I really like that version too, because it has all of the songs, and it's probably one of the most perfect versions of it, in my opinion. So I would highly recommend that. But I love Brent. I love it so much. I love the messages. I love the characters. And I love Angel. I love Angel so much, and Tom Collins. Oh, just, the characters are so great. That's what makes this musical so good. Highly recommend it. Okay, I believe that is it for me this week. I talked about some really fabulous musicals that if you haven't checked them out yet, you really, really should. They're so good. I highly recommend every single one of them. Just enjoy theater, enjoy musicals, enjoy life and love. And please be kind to one another. I don't know where I'm going with this, but just, I love musicals. I think it's wonderful, and it kind of shows the raw human emotion, and just, it makes me want to appreciate life, for sure. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and Melissa, we will see you tomorrow. I wasn't lying earlier when I said that this is going to fall someday. Look at this. It's like slanted. This is not good. It is seriously gonna fall.